Okay, got some periodicity multiple choice. This is the first part of module 3. Um, Question 1, which statement about the periodic table is not correct? That's in bold for a reason, because I imagine this year a lot of students just ticked the ones that were correct and chose them. Um, Immediately, I'm thinking the first one looks fine, similar chemical properties. They are arranged in periods with repeating trends and properties, and they are arranged in order of increasing atomic number, as they're arranged in increasing number of protons in the nucleus. So that is increasing atomic number. But D is obviously what I'm immediately thinking then is going to be wrong, but let's just check anyway. The elements in the halogen group increase in reactivity down the group. That is wrong. They decrease in reactivity down the group because as you go down the group, atoms have more shells, more shielding, therefore it's weaker nuclear attraction and harder to attract the extra electron that it needs to gain a full shell. Question number 2. Which set of elements in the solid state contain a simple molecular lattice, a giant covalent lattice, and a giant metallic lattice? So a giant metallic lattice is, of course, going to be a metal. Simple molecular, that's either going to be phosphorus, it's going to be sulfur, or it's going to be one of your halogens, so Cl2, Br2, or something. And giant covalent is either going to be carbon or silicon, possibly boron too. Less likely to come up on an A-level paper though. So with this in mind, looks pretty good, but we'll check the others. So B is wrong because there is no giant metallic lattice. Phosphorus is simple molecular. Silicon is a giant covalent, and carbon is also a giant covalent, so no giant metallic here. Similar thing here, we've got two simple molecular with S8 and P4, and here, similar kind of thing. So A is your answer for that one. The first 5 successive ionization energies of element Y are shown below. What is the formula of chloride Y? So this is a very, very common question. I guarantee this will come up whether it be on an AS paper or an A-level paper. All you're looking for is the big jump in ionization energy. So immediately here, I'm thinking from first to second, this is a big jump, but the rest sort of follow an increase of around 2,000, whereas 1 to 2 is about 4,000, just over, in fact. And what this means is where your arrow starts, I'll always draw an arrow from where the big jump is. Where the arrow starts, which is here, that is what group the element is going to be in, because it's got the biggest jump in ionization energy, which means that an electron is probably being removed from a different energy level. So obviously, if it's in group 1, then it's going to have a charge of, it's going to have a charge of +1. And of course, we know that chloride is Cl minus. So it's just going to be 1-to-1 ratio because of the charge. So A is your answer for that one. Okay, 2 more here. Which element has induced dipole-dipole interactions in its solid lattice? So I just use London forces, to be honest. And whenever you see this, you should immediately be thinking that, well, it's either going to be a halogen or which exists as S8. So you're going to have D looks like the probable answer here. Or you can have P4, which is another probable one. Cl2 is also highly likely, but I say most halogens, or all halogens, have London forces between them. Boron is one of those pesky giant covalent ones. Magnesium is, of course, metallic, and silicon is also giant covalent. So D is our answer. Okay, we'll do one more for the video. What determines the order of the elements in the periodic table? That is simple. It is increasing atomic number, which means increasing number of protons in the nucleus.